Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now I love me a good mystery, a good explosion, and a good old-fashioned dose of the unexpected. And let me tell you, New York City, this place is like the Bermuda Triangle of weirdness. You think you know it, but then, bam! It throws a curveball made of pigeons wearing hats and pizza crusts worth more than your car. New York City, home to skyscrapers, pizza, and secret subway alligators? Buckle up. We're uncovering 10 bonkers facts about the Big Apple. Seriously, some of this stuff, even I didn't believe it at first. We're talking historical head-scratchers, urban legends that might be true, shh, don't tell the mayor, and enough quirky charm to make even the most jaded New Yorker crack a smile. So grab your Metro card, your sense of adventure, and maybe a bagel or two, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wacky, wonderful world of NYC facts. Alright, let's kick things off with a real estate deal that'll make your jaw drop harder than a pigeon dodging a taxi. Picture this. 1626 Manhattan Island prime real estate, right? You've got the Dutch West India Company, and they're feeling pretty smug because they just bought this island from the Lenape people. The price? A cool $24 worth of beads and trinkets. But here's the real kicker, the part that makes this a true historical head-scratcher. See, the Lenape? They didn't exactly have the same concept of land ownership as the Dutch. So, while the Dutch were patting themselves on the back for their killer deal, the Lenape were probably thinking, cool, these guys are renting out the island for the summer, sweet deal, talk about a cultural misunderstanding for the ages. Okay pizza lovers, this one's for you. We all know New York pizza is legendary, but have you ever heard of a slice so good, it's worth risking a 15-year prison sentence? Well, buckle up, because this story's got more twists and turns than a New York minute. Back in the wild, wild days of 1978, a man named Walter became a folk hero, a cautionary tale, and a walking, talking example of why you don't mess with New York pizza. See Walter, he was down on his luck, hungry and staring down the barrel of a $6 pizza craving. Walter, in a moment of desperation, or maybe just a severe case of the munchies, swiped that pizza. He probably thought he'd gotten away scot-free, maybe even enjoyed a slice or two with a side of guilt. But the long arm of the law, well, it had other plans. Walter was caught, arrested, and hauled before a judge who apparently took his pizza very, very seriously. Let's talk subways, those rumbling, clattering veins and arteries of this concrete jungle. Now, anyone who's ever braved the subway knows it's an experience. It's a melting pot of humanity, a symphony of smells, and a place where personal space goes to die. But beneath the chaos, there's a hidden order, a secret language spoken not with words, but with hands. That's right, folks, I'm talking about the secret hand signals of the subway conductors. Now, I'm not talking about some elaborate sign language here. This is more like a series of subtle gestures, a silent conversation between the conductors and the train itself. You've got your classic two-handed point, a gesture that screams, "All right, train, let's move." Then there's the single-arm wave, a more casual, we're good to go kind of vibe. The subway's secret language is a testament to the ingenuity, the efficiency, and let's be honest, the slight craziness that makes New York City so unique. We all know Central Park, right? The sprawling green oasis in the heart of Manhattan, a place for picnics, carriage rides, and maybe the occasional Shakespeare in the Park performance. But beneath the surface, beneath the carefully manicured lawns and picturesque bridges, lies a hidden history, a story that's both tragic and inspiring. I'm talking about Seneca Village, a thriving African-American community that once called a corner of Central Park home. Imagine this. In the mid-1800s, a time when slavery still cast a long shadow over America, Seneca Village was a beacon of hope, a place where black families could own land, build homes, and live in freedom. They had churches, schools, even a cemetery. It was a self-sufficient community, a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. But then, progress, or at least what the city called progress, came knocking. In 1857, the city decided to build Central Park, and Seneca Village, along with its history, its culture, and its people, was erased. In recent decades, archaeologists and historians have begun to unearth the remnants of this lost community, piecing together the fragments of a forgotten past. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite skyscraper, the granddaddy of them all, the one and only Empire State Building. This Art Deco masterpiece isn't just an iconic landmark, it's got stories for days, and one of them involves, wait for it, aliens. Okay, maybe not actual aliens, or maybe, but definitely a design feature so out there, it's straight out of a sci-fi flick. See, when the Empire State Building was being built back in the 1930s, Zeppelins, those giant majestic airships, were all the rage. They were the future of air travel, the Concorde of their day. And the Empire State Building, always wanting to be ahead of the curve, decided to include a special something for these airborne behemoths. I'm talking about a mooring mast, a giant spire sticking out from the top, designed to tether zeppelins so passengers could disembark directly into the heart of Manhattan. Picture that, stepping off a zeppelin, 1,250 feet in the air, and strolling into your midtown office. Talk about a commute. But there was just one tiny problem: the wind. Turns out, those powerful gusts whipping around the top of the Empire State Building made docking a zeppelin about as easy as parallel parking a school bus on a tightrope. Hold your noses, folks, because we're about to dive headfirst into the glamorous world of New York City garbage. Now I know what you're thinking. Garbage? Really? But trust me on this one, because this isn't your average banana peel and coffee ground situation. We're talking about a potential gold mine, a treasure trove of discarded riches, all hidden in plain sight. See, New Yorkers, they're a resourceful bunch. They're also, shall we say, a little bit forgetful, a little bit too quick to toss things out with the Tuesday trash. And that means that every year, millions, nay billions of dollars worth of valuable stuff ends up in landfills. It's enough to make you want to grab a pair of gloves and a sifter and head straight to the nearest dumpster. Alright folks, get ready for a law so strange, so bizarre, it could only exist in New York City. We're talking about a law that's older than sliced bread, older than the Brooklyn Bridge, a law that proves that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. So, what's this law, you ask? Well, prepare to be amazed, because in New York City, it's illegal to walk around with ice cream in your pocket on Sundays. Yep, you heard that right. Ice cream, in your pocket, on a Sunday. A big no-no. Now I know what you're thinking. What kind of monster would even get in the first place? And to that, I say, you've got a point. But this law, my friends, isn't about protecting your pants from sticky, melty doom. It's about horses. See, back theft was a serious problem. So there you have it, folks. 7 wacky, weird, and wonderful facts about New York City that prove this city never sleeps, never stops surprising, and definitely never runs out of stories to tell. From stolen pizzas to hidden villages, from secret subway signals to the Empire State Building's alien parking spot, still waiting on confirmation from NASA on that one. We've covered it all. Got a NYC fact crazier than these? Drop it below. Smash like if you learned something weird, and subscribe for more city secrets. But before you go, remember, New York City is a place where anything is possible, where dreams are made of, and where even the garbage can be a gold mine. So get out there, explore, discover, and who knows, maybe you'll stumble upon the next big NYC mystery.